Sacrifice the devil for the 1 damage with the 2, and Braids and Ob Nixilis take it, bait. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man to Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Braids and Ob Nixilis. That is right. Braids is actually when this first came out, it was a little bit underwhelming, but now with all the different wicked roll tokens that you can make with all of the new Eldraine cards, it's actually quite formidable. So with Braids, the idea is we're pretty much going to be sacrificing an enchantment or an artifact. A lot of times it's going to be off the Spiteful Hexmage when it comes in, create a cursed roll token. So obviously we want a way to get rid of that. So we have a bunch of different rolls. I actually am running the Monstrous Rage with the monster roll. We got the curse roll. We got a wicked roll. I think the only thing we don't have is a royal roll, but it's going to be okay. We'll find ways to make around it. We got the Cult Conscript. Why am I running Cult Conscript? That is because with the Lord Skitter's Blessing, I always think it's very important to have the 1-drop out when you have the Lord Skitter's Blessing. Having Lord Skitter's Blessing is only, I feel like you're maximizing it when you have a 1-drop out. So the Spiteful Hexmage, Cult Conscript, and the Voldaren Epicure. I think 12 is the magic number for running the Lord Skitter's Blessing. I want to be a little bit more on the aggressive side of the curve here. As you notice, our curve is very aggressive. And I've been using this Twisted Fealty. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still going to run it just because it kind of fits the theme and it creates a wicked roll token. But 9 times out of the 10, I do wish it was another Braids or Ob Nixilis. Typically, I don't really love this card, but it does fit the theme of the deck, so I am going to run it and just see how it goes. But the Charming Scoundrel, we already know what all these other cards do. The Torch the Tower can go for bargain. It is a little bit light on removal, so we're going to hopefully go ahead and outvalue our opponents here, but you can feel free to put in like go for the throat. And the Monstrous Rage, I'm so a little not sure how I feel about it yet, but either way, all of these rolls with the Lord Skitter's Blessing and Braids, hopefully we can just kind of outvalue our opponents and suck them to death with Ob Nixilis. So without further ado, go ahead and get ready to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button for me. The like button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. If you do enjoy it, I would appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Nagatari, how are we doing here? I guess we're just going to lead off some mono red action. I can deal with it. Alright, so the Voldaren Epicure into the Scoundrel into the Twisted Fealty. I kind of like this card. I'm actually only running one of them in place of Ob Nixilis. I feel like Ob Nixilis on turn 3 is usually where I want to go, but we'll see. Oh, well, speak of the devil, there's my other Twisted Fealty, and unfortunately, it looks like we're playing Esper, so not too great here. But we can worry about that on turn 3. For turn 2, we've got the Charming Scoundrel. And this thing's such a scoundrel, I'll tell you what. We could go for the discard and then draw a card, just because I think we kind of want to be aggressive here. So let's just go straight in for the wicked roll and swing in. Because we're going against what I would assume, I mean, they're going to have to depopulate. I'm already like getting a little bit nervous. We are on the draw as well, so that is really nice. But unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be going up against a creature-heavy build. So I'm actually going to go ahead and bust this blood token. We're going to get rid of one of these Twisted Fealties. I would love to get into an Ob Nixilis here. See, that's what I'm saying. I would love for this to be an Ob Nixilis, but we do have a Braids, Arisen Nightmare, and that is that's just dandy. That's just dandy. I'm going to go ahead and swing in here, and hopefully they try to target something. That is actually works out pretty nice for us. I'm going to be just go straight up aggro. We're going to go Monstrous Rage on the Voldaren Epicure just to get a little bit of more damage off here. We could have saved the Monstrous Rage and then just drew a card with this, but we're not winning with value here. We have to just be as aggressive as humanly possible. Alright, so we got the Spiteful Hexmage. Let's see, maybe potentially we could bait them out. Let's see here. I think if we go first, let's do this first. Let's swing in first. Before we get into any sort of nonsense, I think let's swing in. If they want to go ahead and remove it, then let's make them do it right now. Because here's the thing. If we would have played the Spiteful Hexmage first, it's not that really good. Let's go for the Spiteful Hexmage and put it on the Voldaren Epicure. Even though it has Trample, that's pretty irrelevant right now. And then we'll get to keep a 3-2 rather than making this the 1-1. So yes, that's fine. I know that we lose out on the monster token, but I still think that's the best move. Now let's go in for our Braids. Again, if they could obviously counter this. Very easily could counter this, and they don't. So I'm assuming they probably have some sort of Okay, so they probably don't have depopulate, considering that they're just using all their resources to attack us here. Okay. Let's put down the mountain. Crack open. Let's not use the black here. So let's go for red and red, because we don't care about our life at all in this matchup here. It's not relevant. So let's use the red here and keep the springs, just in case we want to pain land ourselves here. So this smells a lot like Emperor. Smells a lot like Emperor, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, well, let's not do that. Hold on. Let's not do that. And we're gonna go ahead and draw another one with this clue token here. Maybe we get into another Monstrous Rage or something. So Braids. I think we're gonna have to attack here. If they have Emperor, I think we're just gonna. Yep, there's the Emperor. Is what it is.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me.
I must contend with you, huh? Alright.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
You know, Emperor, I don't remember hurting your people. So to take this out on me feels a little bit ill-willed, but yeah, it is what it is. So at least we do have a use for the Twisted Fealty.
Keep watch for intruders.
At least we do have a use for this, but like I said, 2/2 Vigilance. There's the Ob Nixilis. That's making me feel significantly better about my choices here. I don't think we're ready. I think we can hold off on the Braids. I really want to get this Ob Nixilis, so let's use the Twisted Fealty on you, and let's put the Wicked token on the Voldaren Epicure. If they go for the counter, that's not that bad, because again, I'd rather have this Ob Nixilis anyway. Alright, Twisted Fealty, what you got? Oh, and they let us have it, really? Okay, well, I'm definitely swinging in before I sacrifice it with the Ob Nixilis. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. If they do have another Emperor, I'll be very, very, very upset. Just the Aganjo, I think I can live with that. They do get hit with the Wicked roll. That's okay. Down to 7 they go, and look at this. Ob Nixilis, thank you for your creature. You have been dismissed. Bang! Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Even if they do have a counter, I mean, we still have 2 on the stack here. Dang, that is beautiful.
You don't stand with me. You're my enemy.
Ooh, it's so beautiful. So here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure that we should probably just go the double +1s. Let's actually do that. I actually am not too worried about the Red Devil token right now. I think we're probably better off just kind of doing this. I'm more worried about just sapping their life and just really putting pressure on their hand here.
Pleasure doing business with you. By coin or carnage.
Tribute is owed. Just so awesome. And they're going to go ahead and draw some cards, and that is probably not going to be good enough here. Let's see. I think what we should do is go in for... Let's do it. I think we have lethal here, but let's go ahead and just pop them one time. I think we...
Pleasure doing business with you.
Let's go ahead and do this, but they're going to lose anyway. So if we go for Braids, Arisen Nightmare here. And it does not really matter, because this is going to be good. So with Braids, we discard, or not discard, we sacrifice the Devil for the 1 damage with the 2, and Braids and Ob Nixilis, take it, baby! Roaming Boss, how are we doing here? This is kind of the downside of having such an aggressive curve. We only have some 1-drops in our hand, but I don't know, I think we'll be okay. We actually have the Torch the Tower, and we don't have any of our roll cards here, so hopefully we'll be okay. Guess the jury's still out on that. More land, that is not good. I guess we'll go ahead and just drop this, and we'll at least have some Torch the Tower. If they go for Tenacious Underdog, we're seeing black, so I mean there's that. Cut down. Okay, well, not going great here. The Cult Conscripts can come back, but like I said, we're still going to need a little bit of help here. Alright, so we can obviously go ahead for the Torch the Tower. So Mire, okay. We do get a Bloodtithe Harvester, which is really nice, because we need something that's not a Cult Conscript or a Torch the Tower. It feels like I always get my spot removal when I'm never playing against creatures. How why is that? I guess we might as well go for Tithe Harvester. If they have Make Disappear, it is what it is. Alright, let's go and end the turn. Depending on what they play, I might just use this Blood token. Go for the throw. It's okay. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to go for the Cult Conscript from the graveyard, which would be nice, but... Alright, let's see what else you got here. Kaito! Hello, Kaito!
If the powerful won't help, I'll do it myself. I've got all kinds of...
Let's go ahead and hit the Kaito now. I would kind of like to Scry, but maybe we just keep that. So let's go ahead and hit the Kaito.
I'm used to being uninvited.
Yeah, you're used to being uninvited. That's right. You suck. So let's go ahead and swing in. If we kill the ninja, we can bring the Cult Conscript back, just because that's how that works. We actually bring both Cult Conscripts back, and I think that'd actually be a pretty good move. So this is actually okay with me. Boom. Put down the mountain. A non-skeleton. Was that not a non-skeleton? Under your control. Ah, I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. Do not listen to me. Let's go ahead and get rid of the abandoned Mire, just so we can go in for Braids. Yeah, let's go in for Braids, and I'm actually going to get rid of the mountain. So, yeah, okay, now I learn something new every day. So the Cult Conscript has to be under your control. I still think it'll be okay, especially with this Ob Nixilis. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Alright, so we got the Shipwreck Marsh, more land. I don't really want to give up the Braids just for the Ob Nixilis. That feels a little bit redundant, but I'm going to go ahead and swing in regardless. I don't want to give up the Ob Nixilis so much, so I'm actually going to go ahead and pop another land. I don't think they're going to want to... They obviously don't want to give up this land, so... No way they're going to give up the land. So go ahead and let me draw, and nobody gets hurt. Alright, so there's Charming Scoundrel. Charming Scoundrel, if we draw a land, we could go Treasure Token, but I guess we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, considering that we are playing against blue. So let's just take a chill pill for a second, and see what we're playing up against here. Gix's Command, I think this is okay. So now we can at least play the Cult Conscript, and now we're not... No, okay. You know, you learn something new every day. It is what it is. So we can bring back our Cult Conscript, and now... we might be cooking with oil. Unfortunately, we're probably just going to have to swing in and... yeah, let's do this. So let's swing in, and then now we can go for the Ob Nixilis here. Get rid of the Cult Conscript. Bang, bang. We'll go ahead and just do this.
Oh, I have a job. Your punishment is my entertainment.
Your punishment is my... Is there anybody more Rakdos than Ob Nixilis? I really don't think so. So, most of the time, yeah, we're going to go ahead and create the Devil Token. I do like creating the Devil Token whenever they have less than, like, 4 life or, like, 2 cards in their hand. Because there are some weird times where I do kind of just like to pop the +1 on both of them and not even go for the Devil Token, but with 9 life, 3 cards in hand, I think we're okay just to create the Devil Token and just go from there. But... so I've pretty much only seen removal from this deck so far. Not too sure what else they got. But I'm starting to feel pretty good about it. Okay. And by the way, I still think we're fine to run the Cult Conscript because of the Lord Skitter's Blessing. I still think it's fine to do this because you need those 1-drops. It's so important to have a 1-drop with Lord Skitter's Blessing. And they're not playing anything, which is kind of bizarre. Let's go ahead and just keep pop. Let's pop them. Let's pop them.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Defy me and you lose everything. You've heard it, roaming boss. The only boss is the new Capenna boss right here. Let's go and put a little bit of pressure on them. Let's give them the challenge of seeing what they want to do. Do they want to discard cards, or what do they want to do? I'm not concerned about us gaining life. That doesn't matter at all. Does not matter 1 iota to me. It seems, I don't know if they either left or they just kind of confuddled with the decision that they have to make. I'm not really sure. Oh, okay, they're gonna play. Okay, hey, wow, okay, they live. All right, so they get rid of the Path of Peril. Let's see. Well, if they get rid of the Path of Peril, maybe we can make them pay a little bit more with another red Devil Token. I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. Let's do that.
My goons will make quick work of you.
My goons will make quick work of you. Let's go for Charming Scoundrel, and let's give a Wicked Roll Token to the Devil, just in case they kill the Devil. They're still going to lose life with the Wicked token, so bang, bang, down to 6. And last but not least, let's finish off with another Cult Conscript. So they actually got rid of a Cult of Path to Peril. But if they use that, I mean, it's probably the best move, even though they would lose, what, 3 life. There comes the Jace, little too late. There we go. Jester Cerberus, that is an interesting name there. So this is a pretty crappy hand, I can't even lie. We have the Charming Scoundrel. I guess we could go for Hunt. I'm going to keep it just because I think Ob Nixilis is so good in this deck. I have not seen a whole lot of, well, there's a New Capenna card, so New Capenna is alive and well. So this, like I said, this is very, very slow, but I think it'll be okay. At least I hope. If we were going against mono red on the draw with this hand, I think we just get obliterated embarrassingly, but it'll be okay. So they hit us with a Virtue of Strength. So they're really keen on getting this land in the graveyard and the life gain. Virtue of Strength. Pretty cool card though. I can't really hate on it too much. Alright, typically I am running 12 one-drop creatures in this deck because I like to use it on Lord Skitter's Blessing with the creature already out. Because it seems like we're very far away from doing that. I'm going to go for Charming Scoundrel. I'm actually just going to create a treasure token. Typically I do not, but I feel like in this matchup, it's probably imperative that we get this Ob Nixilis out, and then next turn we can go in for Harvester and a Skitter's Blessing because of the 4 mana sources that we have for next turn. So I think that's... Like I said, I usually don't do that, but... Alright, Return of the Wilds. This card's actually pretty gosh darn good. Kind of ramp one and then create either a food token or a human. I kind of really do like that card. Nevertheless, let's do it, baby. Bloodtithe Harvester. And let's go in for Lord Skitter's Blessing. I'm going to put it on the Scoundrel, just because we can already attack with the Scoundrel. And the Bloodtithe Harvester, I don't want to give them extra incentive to spot remove the Harvester. Alright. I think this is semi-okay. They are ramping up, so I do have to be kind of careful here. We do have the two Ob Nixilis, but a little bit... Now our land sources getting a little low. But even if we do draw another land, Return from the Wild, oh god. Okay. Alright, so next turn you gotta figure that something juicy's coming out. Something juicy's gotta be coming out. They are ramping way too hard for my comfortability right now. Alright, so they just got 2 from now, and another Virtue of Strength. Okay, so at least they gain a little bit of life on us, and I'm not liking the life gain. So at least we'll get another draw with the Lord Skitter's Blessing. We do get into another land source, which is very, very nice, considering we definitely needed that. The only problem is do I really want to give up the Bloodtithe Harvester for the Ob Nixilis? And I think we're gonna have to lean yes. Or we could go... I actually kind of like this. If we go double tower... Because they're going to play something big. So these towers, if they're relevant, it's going to be right now. There's no way. They're going to drop something so big and so huge. I think we're just going to have to go in and just torch the tower on these little weenies, which is not typically what I want to do. But we get another Lord Skitter's Blessing this way on the Harvester. So we'll be able to probably draw 2 cards, swinging for a lot. But now... Here's where things get real. There's no way. I'm assuming a Titan of Industry is coming out. Just a Virtue of Strength. Wow. Okay, well, Lord Skitter's Blessing is going to go ahead and draw some cards, hopefully. And we have this Voldaren Epicure. I want to see how much damage can we really put out here. We can do 1 damage here, so... But then we can go Braids. I think because they go for Virtue of Strength, can we do so? That's 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think we're gonna be able to do enough, but we'll do enough. We'll be fine. Let's deal 1 more damage here. Depending on what they got, we could possibly be okay. Down to 6, and then we can go in for. We could go in for Braids, just to kind of kill a Wicked token, because they're not going to give up the Virtue of Strength. And then we have the Ob Nixilis. Let's go in for Ob Nixilis here. Get up the Voldaren Epicure. Get a Devil token out, because they're gonna be fine with discarding some stuff. So let's go ahead and get a Devil. Well, the streets will run red, but at this point, they probably just take the 2 discards. So I think I do want to take the Red Devils here.
You work for me now, Run. Go ahead.
Plead for mercy. Because there are times where I don't play the devil and I just go +1/+1 on both of them, and that's if they have a low hand low. But like, I think in most cases it's better just to go for the devil. Plus if they have something with haste or something, I mean, it's thin, but we also have another Ob Nixilis as well. And then the Braids, I mean, getting rid of a Wicked token could be good. Oh my god, okay. Hey, you know what? That is absolutely awesome. We're gonna give him the good game. Just a Shivan Devastator with the Virtue of Strength, but that's pretty cool. Alito 6-9? Anyway, how's it going? Let's go ahead and play this. I do love the Voldaren Epicure, just because of the Lord Skitter's Blessing. I've been just beating this like a dead horse. But we absolutely love playing 1-drops, especially with the Lord Skitter's Blessing. What I don't love is playing against mono red, against the draw on the draw here, because it is very, very hard to play against. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But let's go in for the Voldaren Epicure, just get some board presence down on the board, and that way we can at least bargain with the Torch the Tower on the blood token potentially. But we're gonna have to take a little bit of a beating here. It's just gonna be the way it is. The best way that we can win is probably Ob Nixilis. I don't think it's possible to win without Ob Nixilis on the draw versus mono red. Like, it's so hard. But with Ob Nixilis, if we can get an established enough board, we can get the life gain going, and I think that is kind of imperative to winning. So let's see what we got here. Lord Skitter's Blessing, obviously not really the best card. Kamano faces Kakazan. I guess that's a little better than turn 1. I'm definitely not chump blocking here. Let's go ahead and take this. Let's see if they do. They do play with fire on the face. See, this is actually kind of okay, because again, we do need creatures for this Ob Nixilis to really start doing stuff. So it's not the worst thing ever. This Twisted Fealty is the worst thing ever. It's pretty bad. Like, in this certain situation, it is pretty bad. If we're on the play, this is pretty good, but we're not. But we're not. So I think I have to just kind of let this go, and we'll be able to use Torch the Tower on something. Hopefully they play something nice and big and then we can get rid of it. Or we can even use the blood token to kind of get rid of a Twisted Fealty. Going for Lord Skitter's Blessing is not the move here. It's just not. So I'm tempted to go for it now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and bargain and just hit him now. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And that way we can scry as well. And even if they want to use something with prowess, it's still going to die. So another Epicure. I think the Epicures, I think it's probably even okay. Let's keep the Epicure. Like I said, we definitely want the cheap creature. So I'm okay with keeping the Epicure here. Down to 11 we go. Kakazan doesn't flip until next turn. But they wanted to scry. They obviously really wanted to scry there. They put it on bottom, which is probably good news for us. But like I said, I do like the Epicure a lot, just because we do get the cheap creature there. Another mountain. Let's see what you got. A bloodthirsty adversary. We're gonna have to take this. We have to. There's just no other way around it. So let's drop this. I don't wanna go for Ob Nixilis just yet. Let's go in for the Epicure, so that we can at least have something for the Kamanu. And then we go in for Lord Skitter's Blessing, just to kind of give a little bit of a boost on the Epicure here, so we can at least trade with this Kamanu. It's not great, but I just don't know what else we can do here. These fealties are just dead. They're just so dead. They're dead as a doorknob. We need to get this Ob Nixilis out with a semi-established board, and that's pretty much the only way we can win. We definitely are going to have to trade at least one of these, because we still need to cast this with the casualty. Mountain. I do like the different mountains that they have. That is pretty cute, actually. And we have absolutely zero choice. We're gonna have to do this. And then take 3, go down to 5. They have 1 card in their hand. Down to 5. We at least trade. We don't care about them losing life is not relevant right now. So we're just worried about our life here. Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna do it. We have to give up our own Epicure, which feels so terrible. But I think we just have to. I'm not even going to swing in first. I don't even want to give them an opportunity to go for like shock or play fire on our creature. We don't care. We're just after the casualty ability. We just don't care about anything else. We're not going to win that way. I'm probably going to use one of these blood tokens to pop off this Twisted Fealty, just to kind of draw into something else as well. So hopefully they don't have another sort of spot removal here, because we're going to use the -3.
Notions of morality.
So they can go ahead and... Okay, so we at least gain a little bit of life this way.
Shake down the locals.
Shake down the locals.
Or carnage.
Tribute is owed. I just love it. You can never, I never get sick of it. It's just so good. Ob Nixilis is so cool. Okay, but here's the problem. We're gonna have to maybe chump block the devil, and if we chump block the devil, then we don't get the life increase. So pretty rough spot here. I am sweating a lot. This Twisted Fealty would prefer it to be a Braids. One of these to be a Braids. I think this is more... I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about this card. 9 times out of 10, I do prefer it just to be another Ob Nixilis or a Braids. But it is... Because I'm running 3 Ob Nixilis, I'm running 3 Braids, and then 2 Twisted Fealties. And these just always... I don't know. They just... Most of the time, pretty underwhelming. But I don't want to be pessimistic. We still have a shot at this. And let's see if they swing at my face or they swing at... They're going to swing at my face. Wow. They're going to swing at my face? Can we survive another turn? 4 damage. Can I survive another turn is the question. I don't know. If we go down to 4 here, do they have 2 play with fires? No, there's no way, right? There's like no way. They could have 1 lightning strike. I think we're gonna have to just take it. I don't know what else we can do. Down to 4. If they've got like 2 lightning strikes or something, it just is what it is. Let's waste absolutely 0, and I mean 0. No chance we're letting them come back from this. Let's go ahead and gain all the life we can with our Ob Nixilis here. I think we're looking okay. I mean, if they couldn't finish us off there, then we're probably looking all right. So Ob Nixilis is going to gain us 4 life here.
Your punishment
is my entertainment. There's absolutely... Oh my gosh, another land... Are they just flooded? I feel pretty bad, but I'm thinking they have to just be flooded, because why would they just be like not playing anything in mono red? I'm assuming... I'm more concerned about the life gain. Life gain is all that we're really worried about right now. They actually want that one. Wow. Tribute is owed. You said it, Obby. You said it. I'm gonna play the Bloodtithe Harvester. That makes me a little nervous though. Like, what are they wanted to keep this card. They would rather not discard it and just take the life, which I guess is fine, but like, what do they have in there? Like, what is that then? It makes me a little curious. Bloodtithe Harvester will add another layer of defense onto us, but this Twisted Fealty, again, I'm not really too concerned. I'm actually going to pop this blood token, I think. I think I'm going to pop the blood token and get rid of one of these fealties in the hopes that we get another Voldaren Epicure or something. I want to establish this board as best as humanly possible. I'm just not exactly sure what they could possibly have. I'm not going to want to use the blood. I'm not going to... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll just roll the dice. Hopefully we can get into a 1-drop. If we don't, I still think it's the right move because this is just not that relevant of a card. We get into a Braids, and Braids is really, really good. We can get rid of this Lord Skitter's Blessing. That's really not doing too much for us. But now becomes, what in the world do they have? Obviously, I'm not attacking. Heck no, no way. Up to 8 life. That was pretty crazy, though. I mean, if they had, like, lightning strikes, they could have done... It's just a Swift Spear? They had to have just drawn that. There's no way they kept that in their hand, right? So, what do they have in their hand here? Straight to my face. Straight to my face. Well, we're just going to trade here. I'm going to keep the devil token because that gains us life. So we're interested in gaining all the life we can. There's 0% chance they can do 8 damage here. 0. There's absolutely none with 1 card, 3 mana. And again, they do have all these different types of mountains, which is cute. I dig it. See, the only thing that I'm kind of scared of, they could have some sort of buff. But like, I don't know. I'm not too scared here. They are playing really slow, but I don't want to be mean. Maybe they're just sweating. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. My turn. Alright, there's an Epicure. We love the Epicure. Let's go ahead and just pop them. 2 pops. 2 Ob Nixilis, 2 pops. I hate when they're like playing but very slowly. It's better that they just rope because then it's just easier to edit. This type of nonsense is very hard to edit because it's like every time you click something, it's like they're like just a lot more annoying to edit.
Plead for mercy.
But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, maybe I don't blame them. I take the rope down, so maybe they are just really confuddled in this card. I guess if once I see it, it'll make a lot more sense. If I ever do get to see it, I may not. I think at this point, though, we are definitely in the driver's seat. Let's go in for our Braids.
And
You'll lose everything. Let's drop the Voldaren Epicure. We're going to create another blood token. We're going to go in for Braids with our Ob Nixilis, and I think we're gonna shut this game out. Unfortunately, the Twisted Fealty, well, I don't want to say it's totally... It feels a little bit more win-more-ish. It's a little bit more win-more in this matchup, but it has its matchups. So Voldaren Epicure, gonna do 1 damage to your face. We're gonna put out this Braids Arisen Nightmare with our Ob Nixilis, the adversaries, and things are looking pretty good right now. Bang! There's the Braids. We could get rid of the Lord Skitter's Blessing. Yeah, let's do that. So Braids, let's get rid of the Lord Skitter's Blessing. I don't really care about drawing so much. We actually do an artifact as well, and they finally give it up, and Braids is gonna take it.